What is up? This is our second quarterly report for the NFL on the NonCents podcast. Keep it the same flow. We'll start off with the best teams that are playing currently as of this quarter.
I think we have to obviously start off with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Who have been catching fire.
They're 8-1, I believe. It's six straight wins in a row from that Week 2 loss to Kansas City. They've just been destroying teams. Carson Wentz threw 4 more touchdown passes as they ripped through the Broncos defense. Just destroyed them.
Put up what, 51?
It was 51 that they put up on them. Insane. I'm upset because Broncos are my team. But slightly less upset because Brock Osweiler was the quarterback, and I don't like Osweiler. So we're good. But the
entire AFC is kind of falling apart now.
With the Chiefs losing again.
Chargers have always been trash, and then the Raiders and Broncos have both fallen off this year.
For sure. The Broncos started out strong. I mean, after that Week 2 trouncing of Dallas, 42-17, everyone thought Broncos are back. Here we go. And then
right back down.
Yeah, we're not sure what happened really. It wasn't good though.
Yeah, and then we got probably the 2 most disappointing teams this year, which of course the Broncos, and then we also have the Giants, who have injuries have killed them, and their defense has been terrible.
Straight up, they both allowed 51 points this past week to the Eagles, like we said, for the Broncos, and the Giants allowed 51 to Jared Goff and the Rams. And Jared Goff has been coming into his own, and we can talk about that draft class.
That draft class
2016
is looking
quarterback
hot
class
now. It was looking shaky last year, but this year it is on fire.
But I mean, now Rams are catching fire. That's very promising. They sit alone at the top of the NFC West since Seattle lost to
and Cardinals have been doing terrible.
Yeah, the Cardinals have been iffy.
And then the 49ers are just the 49ers.
But one of the worst teams in the league. So, you're welcome, Giants fans. You're not the worst. San Francisco can be. Actually, it's Cleveland. Everybody knows it's Cleveland.
Cleveland's got to win something.
I wanted to go 0-16. I want 2 teams. I want both the
49ers.
The Browns and the Niners to go 0-16 because I don't think they play each other this year.
I don't think so.
And if we could that would be amazing. My mom says that she doesn't want that to happen because she's like, no, I feel bad for the teams. But I'm just like, that would be amazing. Can we just replace the Pro Bowl?
Who would get the first round pick?
No, we need to replace the Pro Bowl with the Loser Bowl, where it's just the 2 worst teams play each other. Whoever
the
loses,
most disappointing players from all year ago.
Whoever loses gets the first pick, and it would it'd be like a 0-0 tie.
Maybe a 3-0 tie.
It'd be amazing. The Browns would somehow get negative points.
They would.
Those Browns.
All right.
Man.
And so, of course, Kansas City, as we just talked about, has fallen off since they started off extremely hot with Kareem Hunt. And then
they've
Philadelphia
just been tamed a little bit.
Has taken their spot at the top of the NFL.
Philly's just chilling up there. But let's go back to Kansas City real quick, who just lost to Dallas. And 2 weeks before this Dallas loss, they lost to the Raiders. In between beating my Broncos. But we're going to ignore that. But so that's 2 out of 3 games that they've lost. And it was a very competitive game in the Oakland game. It didn't look quite as competitive for at least the second half of the Dallas game.
Was insane. If you have not seen it, you have to, because there were 3 plays that were all after time was over, and there are 5 different outcomes of the game that all had to be replayed until they finally won.
Yeah, so go check out that Raiders-Chiefs game, which many are calling the best game of the year.
Which I stayed up all night for it, and I'm so glad I did, even though I had a test. But
I think it is one of the best games of the year. I had there was a game I was thinking about earlier than I thought could have been better, but maybe it was the Week 3 matchup of the Patriots and Texans. That was a really good one.
That was a good one.
And well, now since I can't remember it, Chiefs Raiders, you get to be the best game of the year so far. Probably the best game that we'll see.
Because Thursday night last year was absolutely terrible, and they were talking about removing it. But this year, it's been really good.
It's stepped up. It started off with the kickoff game.
Uniforms aren't as bad.
Very glad.
Until this week with Seattle, because you got the neon green.
Oh, the only uniforms that have been actually bad to this point was the Rams uniforms when they played in Week 2 with the yellow,
with the mismatching helmet and all.
Oh yeah, that was awful.
But the Jacksonville's uniforms, like the mustard color,
Oh, I
is terrible.
hate those. So is Washington's. The team who just were solid yellow are awful. They're terrible.
Yeah.
Don't do that. And then Seattle's lime green.
Atlanta needs to go with an all black. Or no, the Raiders should, instead of the all white, go with the all black.
Yeah, but the Raiders are paying homage to like the throwbacks with the gray and the.
That's true.
I kind of like it. I think
When
the
they
black
get a
would
new
be better.
Las Vegas, they're talking about incorporating gold into their new uniforms.
Oh yeah, nice. Because like the hockey team has gold, the Knights or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I like the white and black, just classic, simple.
It's wonderful.
It's not Oregon with all the new uniforms
Yeah,
every week.
with the fancy. It's too much to keep up with. But like that simple, classic look, it's just
Falcons should
amazing.
redo their uniforms.
I think that they should. I like the Falcons color rush uniforms with the red. They haven't got to wear them yet though. They'll wear them. I think in week 14 is that Thursday night matchup.
Yeah.
But I don't
Against
know.
the Saints.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think, but if the Falcons can get to wear their reds, that means the Saints will wear their golds. And the Saints gold color rush is amazing.
Weren't they in all white? Or last year they were?
No, they were. Remember last year because they played Carolina, and Carolina had that blue.
The light blue.
And the Saints got to wear their gold because it contrasted enough with the
Okay,
blue.
gotcha.
And that was like the best color rush matchup, just
I like
uniform
the
wise.
blue. I like the blue.
Man, I love those Saints gold though.
Or the Titan blue.
The Titan blue was very nice. One of my favorites.
I like the Baltimore purple.
That was a good one. My
It's
favorite
simple.
color rush, I think, is the Steelers, though, with the black and the contrast yellow.
Yeah.
Was very, very nice when they wore those on Christmas. That was good. I like that.
Yeah.
And the Patriots have good color rush uniforms, too.
The all navy.
It's very nice.
The Bills didn't get to wear their all reds this year.
I'm kind of glad. I didn't like the all reds.
Because last year they had the debate with the green and the red because the blind people couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Or the color blind. Of course, they were blind. Of course, they can't watch. Alright, anyways,
Where
after
were
that
we?
sidetrack,
We were talking about
MVPs for
Yes,
this year, since
that's
Aaron
where we
Rodgers
were.
is now out.
I mean, you can still talk about Tom Brady and the Patriots, but
As
he's in it
always.
every year, so we're going to glaze over that. I think we glazed over that last time.
Yeah, we did too.
Because why talk about it? It's Tom Brady, okay? If you're watching this episode, you already know who Tom Brady is. If you don't, how?
Alright, who
Honestly?
else?
I don't know. Alex Smith had been in the conversation.
He's kind of fallen off
I
the
still
past
think
few
he's in the
weeks.
conversation.
I think
especially-
Carson Wentz is up into the
I
talks
really
now
think
after
Carson Wentz is.
Goff might be making a come into
he's keeping you. Goff's teasing you guys for the next few years, but Carson Wentz definitely in the conversation. Alex Smith is falling a little bit, but I think he's still up there, and if he can bounce back through the rest of the season, he's still got a strong case for MVP. Any non-quarterbacks?
That's what I was thinking. I can't think of any.
Kareem Hunt's
Todd Gurley has been doing very well.
Yes, he has. Kareem Hunt's been tamed for the past 2 weeks, actually. The Broncos kept him under control, and the Cowboys kept him
Raiders
pretty
did
much
to a
under
point.
control. Yeah, but then
They kept him under 100.
So did Denver, and I think Dallas did too. I didn't actually check that stat. But I don't know. What I say right now, I don't know if I can include Kareem Hunt based off the past couple of weeks, but I would give him consideration.
Yeah, he'd be in there
For sure.
somewhere.
And I think had Deshaun Watson not gotten injured, he would be in the MVP conversation.
Yeah, definitely. He did. He was carrying Texas for a while.
He was. I mean, because they just lost to Indy.
Yeah, which is
That was
bad.
sad.
Without Andrew Luck.
That was sad.
And then Rookie of the Year, of course.
Kareem Hunt. Through the mid-season, I will give it to Deshaun Watson. He will not have it by the end of the year because he will not be playing the rest of the year. But right now, I'm giving it to Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
But Kareem Hunt's always up there.
yeah, he's gotta be.
Yeah. Any defensive... I don't even know any defensive rookies, honestly, off the top of my head.
Jonathan
I can't
Allen
name
got
any.
hurt for the Redskins and played for Alabama. Myles Garrett is not. had
No,
any
but he
thing
plays for
luck.
Cleveland.
Exactly.
So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt this year.
The safety from the Jets, Adams.
Oh, yeah. He's actually been really
been
good.
doing
I
good.
think he could win Defensive Rookie of the Year, honestly.
Not much competition.
There really
OJ
isn't.
Howard's been tearing up in Tampa.
This is true. Evan Ingram's been showing up every now and then for
Yeah, now and then. And
the Giants. I mean,
they don't
the
have any
Giants
wide
being who
receivers.
They are. Yeah.
And then injuries, just overall, with Deshaun Watson knocked out with his ACL injury.
Aaron Rodgers with the collarbone,
Andrew
who may return at the final week of the season.
Old.
The Packers are in it. He's not.
If his team's out of it by now, they just need to rest him until next year and let him heal.
But if they're in the playoff race like they were the first time he broke his collarbone and he came back for week 17, I think that was like the 2013 season when him and Randall Cobb beat the Bears to win the division title.
Yeah.
Then maybe they'll bring him back. But I don't know. Yeah, and you were saying Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck is out.
They put on IR this past week. So just a lot of major quarterback injuries.
And then we had the trade deadline last week?
Yeah, that's right.
With Ajayi going to the Eagles,
and
which is just going to help them so
tore
much
up
more.
my Broncos immediately after. People were just like, how's it going to work with LeGarrette Blount and Jay Ajayi? Ajayi's not going to get any carries. Oh, there he goes, scoring a touchdown. That's not, okay.
Or we have of course, Cleveland botched up their entire system as they could have gotten McCarron, who was worked with the Browns head coach's offense before and beat the Broncos and should have beat the Steelers.
He did not beat the Broncos. He got close. They went to overtime in that game.
He beat the Steelers and then he almost beat the Broncos. The defense gave up the win, though, so...
And, of course, the 49ers got Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, that's right.
That was a huge trade.
They tried to get Tom Brady first. And then, of course, they got rejected because they ain't letting go of Tom Brady.
Can we have Tom? Bill looking at his emails.
We'll sell you the 49ers for Tom.
Bill just looking at his email. Did they just ask for Tom Brady?
Boy, no.
You tripping. You tripping. You can have Jimmy, though. You just gonna ask for Tom Brady? Who does that? Who thinks that's a good idea?
It's a long shot.
I'm gonna ask for Tom Brady. This'll go well.
It's like trying to ask out the girl that's like 6 years older and like no, but you can talk to my sister.
How? How do you just ask out Tom Brady? I hope Jimmy Garoppolo starts this week.
I hope he does too. Their offensive line is bad though.
I would have liked Jimmy Garoppolo to actually start last week. I feel like he could have won last week had they started him. He would have led them to 8 straight wins. They may have gotten into the playoffs. Watch Jimmy G go on a run, man. Quarterback of the future.
Watch him beat Belichick. And then, just what's up with Atlanta?
We don't know.
Falling off.
We don't know what's happening. They look pretty good, I guess, against the Jets.
They keep looking good in the first half of games, and then they fall off.
I mean, like, the Jets game, which was in the rain.
Oh, yeah, in the rain. They kept the
against a decent Jeff's team. We'll talk about the Jets in a minute.
But, yeah.
But, I mean...
Like, they were up on Carolina, and then they fell off and lost.
So.
They were up on the Bills, fell off and lost. Up on Miami, who was terrible, and fell off and lost.
It was 17-0 up on Miami. Baltimore held a better lead against Miami. Baltimore won 40-0 against Miami on Thursday Night Football. But Atlanta couldn't keep a 17-0 lead against Jay Cutler, who started leading the comeback against your Raiders, by the way, on Sunday Night Football.
But did he?
No, he didn't.
No, he did not.
But he started to.
My boy Marshawn actually did something this year.
That was very nice.
Trash talk the media and try to get in fights with refs. But.
Fights. Speaking of which, this past week in the NFL,
Ramsey and Green.
First of all, we got to talk about AJ Green. Okay, AJ Green is the chillest guy you've ever seen. Okay, it's 6 years in the league. He's had to play with Andy Dalton, who's just been trash in the playoffs and trash in general for the past couple of years.
Karen needs to start, but this man, Jalen Ramsey, was trash-talking AJ Green the entire first half of the game. So AJ got fed up. And I want to know what Ramsey said to him to make AJ freaking RKO Jalen Ramsey. He was like, Mortal Kombat! Wow! And he started swinging at his helmet.
Put him in a chokehold, was punching his helmet like it wouldn't hurt his hand. And they both got ejected from the game, even though all Jalen did was push him and say a few choice words. But
all AJ did was... AJ was the one swinging.
That's like all AJ did was punch him in the head repeatedly and body slam him twice.
So it says Ramsey told Green that he was soft and weak, which is true.
It's not entirely true. AJ is a boss. Man, I don't think AJ had any catches against Ramsey to the point he got ejected, but he should have had a huge touchdown, I think, because he burned Ramsey on one route, and then Andy Dalton threw it out of bounds.
Idiot.
It's like, I'm so wide open on this man right now. Andy's like, got you.
Is he going to free agency this year?
Who, Andy Dalton?
No.
Or AJ?
I think.
I don't know.
He needs to. Sign into my Raiders.
No, you should come over to Denver. or Atlanta. I don't care where you go. You just can't go to the Raiders. You can't go to the Chiefs either. And you can't go to the Chargers. Yeah, don't go to the Panthers. Don't go to the Saints. And don't go to the Patriots.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Don't go to the Patriots.
Do not go to the Patriots.
Go to the 49ers. Help them out.
You can go to Cleveland. Don't go to Cleveland.
Go to Cleveland.
I don't
with
know.
AJ.
Do you want to be in Cleveland?
Y'all can try to work things out.
AJ and AJ.
Chance in, Cincy.
the AJ to AJ connection.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was the Mike Evans fight that was it Marshawn Lattimore who was talking to James Winston, and James Winston hit him on the helmet, and then Mike Evans just comes out of nowhere and just body slams this dude. Mike Evans did get a 1-game suspension for that, which is warranted because he didn't get thrown out of the game. But, I mean,
so if you're on fantasy, pick up OJ because he's going to get a whole lot more receptions this week.
Maybe. He's playing with Ryan Fitzpatrick. They shut down James Winston for a couple weeks.
Did. Maybe not.
The Bucks were supposed to be good this year.
They've been all right.
They've won 2 games.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, they've played some games well. Like, they played the Patriots very well. That game came down to the last play.
What by Carolina?
But they got beat by the Saints, who are surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Like, what are they, 6-2?
Drew Brees is so old.
Drew Brees needs to stop. I need you to stop, Drew. You're about to break all my boy Peyton's records. Like, let him have his records for more than a couple years, okay?
What if Peyton comes back from retirement for it?
Peyton's not going to come back from retirement. He's done. I'm sure he got, because the Dolphins called him last year after Tannehill's injury. Oh, that's right. Because Adam Gase was down there, and Gase was like, hey, you want to suit up? And Peyton was just like...
Started laughing.
No. He said, let me think of it. I'm good. I don't want to. Nah. No, thank you. Because he was like, you telling me I got to play Pittsburgh in the playoffs? No. I'm good. I'll pass.
So finally, Super Bowl predictions updated, of course.
Okay, so I think I gotta change my Falcons prediction because I don't know if they're gonna get that far. We'll see. This Sunday, we'll be at that. We'll be at this Sunday's game, Dallas. If they can beat Dallas, then in our next report after week 13, I guess, then maybe I'll put the Falcons back in.
Might be able to put the Raiders back in by then.
Maybe. I don't think we're gonna be able to put the Broncos back in. I'm sorry. I tried. But let's see. So my AFC team. Give me the Steelers. I like the Steelers. Give me the Steelers Patriots in the AFC Championship game. Pittsburgh's going to come out on top. They're going to go to the Super Bowl. They'll be playing Philadelphia.
Of course.
And I've got Pittsburgh winning.
All right. I still have the Titans in it because I'm pulling that from... But I think it's reasonable. And then, of course, the Eagles at this point, who are hot.
If the Eagles can sustain what they have, they will be a scary team for years to come.
That's true. A bunch of young players.
Yeah. This NFC East with these young quarterbacks, Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott, the entire NFC really, if you include Jared Goff.
The Redskins can get a quarterback.
Kirk Cousins is their quarterback. They just beat Seattle.
That's true.
Seattle's been iffy this year.
Their offense is looking decent.
Yeah. I mean, the Redskins just beat Seattle with no offensive linemen.
That's true.
0. I don't think they had a single starter.
They just got to get Cousins to stay.
Yeah. And since Jimmy Garoppolo just went to the Niners, I think there's a chance, because they thought Cousins was going to go to the 49ers. I think he stays. If they can get him a long-term deal, do not franchise tag him again. Please don't. This NFC East in particular, since the Giants are now going to be looking for a new quarterback in the draft. Because Eli.
Sam Darnold.
Eli, you done, fam. I'm sorry.
Rosen.
You done.
Yeah.
Division to watch.
Well, that wraps it up.
Guess that's about it. If you've got any other predictions or anything else that you guys want us to talk about related to this episode or any other episode or topic,
any new topics you want us to discuss and talk about,
hit us up on Twitter at NonCents_pod. Subscribe to this channel and leave a comment and leave a like and tell your friends.
Yep, tell your friends. Get some more views.
Please, so we can start making some money. It would be very nice for us to start making money. I would appreciate that. It's almost Christmas. It would make my day.
I'm good without money. I just want a Raiders win.
I want money and a Broncos win, but I know you guys can't bring that. But you can bring me money.